Well, good morning or good afternoon, everyone. Actually, this is Steve at the BDAT Homestead and Apiary, and I'm coming to you on April 13th today, and it's been a little over a week since my last video on the update of the EarthBox garden and the other containers. So I'm going to give you a little tour right quick and show you what we've got that's come up and what it's doing, and later on in another video I'll tell you my fertilizer regimen and that type of stuff to show you how we get these things to do what they're doing. So let's take a look right now. This is that eggplant that was about 3 inches tall on the first time I showed you a little over a week ago, which basically all of these plants were. We have here is a Cherokee purple tomato. It's putting on a lot of blooms. The top of it had broken out, and it, if I can get in there and show you, it forked off right down here where it's tied into two main stalks. If you can see that, yeah, there they are. And so I had lost hope that it was even going to do anything, but it just made a whole nother leg of plant there. So we're happy with that. These are our early girl tomato. It is going absolutely nuts, and it's got some tomatoes on it somewhere down here we saw the other day. Where did they go? They're up in there hiding somewhere. Anyway, it's going very well. We have here a better bush tomato, and yeah, this is the one we had the tomatoes on. There they are. You can see them up in there. We've got 3 for sure. It's getting started, and in between just about all of the plants here, I've put in some garlic. So we see one popping up there, one here, one there. So all the way down the line, I've got garlic. Now, here I have a purple to nearly black bell pepper, and then some a banana supreme pepper. And this is a shishito pepper, and it is putting on lots of little blooms already. So it's going to be going pretty good. I topped all of these peppers, so that's why they bushing out the way that they are. Here you have a ladybug hiding in there taking care of me. Isn't that sweet? And it's a bell pepper that's going to eventually turn to red. This is a salsarific pepper. It is growing kind of tall and putting out a lot of buds. Here's a cubanelle. That is going to be a large and slender bell pepper. Not real slender, but a little bit more slender than a bell. And it can be used like a bell pepper. It's not exactly a bell pepper. But there's a picture of it. You can see right there. They're just kind of wide and long. Then we have our token jalapeno. I'm not a big jalapeno fan, but we got to have them for just about everybody else around. And a Tabasco to throw in our sauces. There's some more garlic coming up in between those. And we have 2 Anaheim chili peppers from the back row there, and a couple of hot cayennes. That's also going to go into our sauce. That's what they're for. And over here I have my 4 giant Marconis in the EarthBox. They're growing. The wind today is kind of a Winnie the Pooh blustery day, so they're getting blown around a bit, even though they're tied, but they've grown some pretty thick stems. Back here, what do we have? I know I've got a marker somewhere. Better bell. That's some more bell peppers that'll eventually turn red. And here is the poblanos. I've got 4 poblanos here. I like the poblanos. And back here is a California Wonder bell peppers. Have 4 of them in there. Over here we have a holy moly pepper in the back. It's a small one. It's going to be a kind of warm pepper. And then the hot wax, Hungarian hot wax banana peppers. They're kind of warm too. It's a banana pepper that's warm. Now back here we have 4 Roma tomatoes in these 2 earth boxes, and they are bushing up very nicely like they're supposed to and putting on flowers, so we won't be too long to be harvesting some Roma tomatoes. And over here we have a couple of giant Marconis, and in the back, and King Arthur's in the front of the box. So that's what we have, all we have in peppers. Over here got my green onions that we harvest off of as needed, and we'll go around the pool and go over to the potatoes, which last time I showed you was all just tops of the dirt. Well, now we have growth coming out of these potatoes. They're going to be making us some nice potatoes up under there. I'm going to enjoy those. Here's the oregano. I see I need to do a little bit of weeding in that oregano. Make sure to keep that under control. And then the parsley that had gotten destroyed by our new puppy is coming back very nicely. And another of our potatoes. I didn't mark which potatoes I put in which because we were trying to get them in the ground and pots filled up before a rainstorm and get them out here. And I just didn't mark them, so we don't know what's in which one, but we'll find out when we dig them up. And this is a Super Sweet Run 100 cherry tomato. I had another indeterminate tomato in here, is why I have the cage on it, but it didn't make it. I mean, from the day we set it in there, it looked kind of sickly in the pot, so it didn't make it. Here we have some more Romas, and I put the cage around them. There's 2 of them in there, and I put the cage around them because they were just stretching out all over the place, and they looked like they needed some help, much wind as we have here. And this is a San Marino tomato. I'm trying that to see if I like that better than the Romas. Basically it serves the same purpose to make sauces and stuff with, so if that one comes out better than the Romas that we have that I know are tried and true, then I'll be using a good mixture of those in next time. But we got just this one this year. And over here are our beans. My wife likes to pickle the beans, and everybody wants them when we do, so that's what that is. Then we have rosemary here. That's probably tripled in size in the last week or so, 2 weeks since we put it in. And another eggplant that's pretty much just stagnating there. It's not doing too much. It's just sitting in there and not growing, not dying, not doing anything. I'm gonna have to hit it up with some phosphorus and see if I can get it to start growing up, or, well, that's the fruit, maybe some nitrogen on it, and that'll help it. And then this is some cucumbers we just put in, and the leaves turned white to begin with, and now they're coming out with new growth, so I think they're going to be all right. It kind of scared me at first. This is my first wicking tub that I've built, so I'm going to see how that goes. It got the water spout on the front of it there, so it won't need to be watered from the top. All the nutrients and everything that we're going to put this water soluble will go down the tube there, and the stuff that I sprinkle on top will, of course, like everything, go on top. And this is the wife's foo-foo flowers. There's some trumpets, angel trumpets or something that she wanted to get started. And my bearded iris it's done its thing for the year, so it's going to sit there and just wait on next year and do some more. And then some more garlic we've got coming up here. And that pretty much finishes up the run of our container garden for this year. I'm gonna run over here and I'm gonna show you what happened to the blackberries that I rooted. Here we have Aria the Wonder Pup learning about life. She's about 4.5 months old right now. She just started puppy school. Now I rooted these blackberries off of those rooting pods, and several of them, a couple of them had really strong, big, healthy, long roots, and the rest just had roots just starting to come out. I learned that I should have left those and let them root a little bit longer before cutting them off, because they just couldn't get enough through those little roots that they had, and they just died. But this one was about intermediate in the bush, so it's got new growth coming out in a couple of places here and here, and the old stuff died off a little bit. As long as it's got new growth coming out, it'll be all right. Now, this one and this one had good long 2-inch roots on them. The top seems to be dying out, but it's got healthy new growth there. Looks like something trying to come out here. This one is still in good shape. So this is these will be floricane type plants. So when I plant them later on in the season here, they'll grow out and produce berries maybe next year, or this will die back and the roots will produce primocanes, and then it'll be the next year that they would make out berries. But this is the garden. We've got it around the pool, so it's easy for us to get to. Plenty of water access here, and tubs all over there. So that's what we've got, and that's about all we can do for you on this blustery day. This little update. So if you would be so kind as to like for the algorithm on YouTube to help out the channel, and subscribe. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers as quick as possible, and I'm way behind that. So you help me out with that, it would be greatly appreciated. And if you have any comments, questions, anything, be sure to put them in the comment section, and I'll be happy to answer anything. I'm going to go and make up my experimental fertilizer mixture for these plants, and see if I can boost up the unhealthy ones and really rev up the ones that are doing fairly well now anyway. But you never put too much on it. You just put a little bit at a time and see what the result is. So you don't want to burn them up. But until next time, this is Steve at Be Dat Homestead in Apiary, and maybe next time we'll give you a little update on what's going on with the bees.